Parents taught me this. And that's the reality, the only reason why they can't accept nothing, because they grew up on something. But don't necessarily make it right because you grew up on something. You see what I'm saying? If your parents is doggone an egghead and teach you something, egghead don't necessarily mean it's valid to God and to reality. Reality is only what you tell yourself it is. Now let me explain this. If I take a person on birth and tell him everything that he don't see is real and everything he does see is a hologram, is an illusion, then he'll have another perception on life. This is called because you think because it's physical, it's real. It's the other way around. The physical is an illusion. You're going by these two eyes, which is a cheat. But when the third eye opens, the illusionary world disappears and the real world begins. So what you call the spirits is the real world. So when you talk about death, those are the people that started living, and you are the people that's dead. But the only thing that is real in you is the sun inside. That's why you are the S-U-N of God. In the west shall rise up the Son of Man. Not the Son, S-O-N of man. It's the S-U-N in man. The Son in man. Called the black dot. You see, the black son, the Abraham, sons and daughters of Abraham. Abra, which means son. Ham, which means black. Abraxas in the Gnostic religion. Bethlehem, Beth, which means house. Ham, which means black. Sun in black Bethlehem. The star in the black house, the black body. This is the Bethlehem, your temple. This is the temple of God. The sun in Bethlehem is the sun inside of you. That's the only thing that exists down here. So all of the other stuff that we go through that we like to manifest and think is fancy is only an illusion. It comes from the ego. The ego is a series of events that you learn from birth which does not exist. Don't exist. So therefore, our pathetic lives don't exist. It don't exist. You see, you have learned those particular things after you fell. What exists is your spirit within you. The soul. You see, white people got some spirits. That's energy. But they don't have a soul. Because the soul is called the dark night of the soul. It's called the emerald tablet. I'll document on this all day. Because I documented on it all day. Because what happened was the white boy got to jump on the scholars. All the stuff that they told the scholars to doggone look at is the stuff that they put in the museums and the libraries. They keep the occult knowledge underground. Even the guy Bruce, the guy that found the doggone archaeological tablets at Cusco, Bruce Williams said, hell, that ain't the stuff that they read at the University of Chicago. He said, you need a doggone corridor and a doggone Green Beret army to get down and read the real papyrus we got down there. That's the doggone bull jive that line up with religion you really read. It lines up with religion. The real stuff, on the metaphysical stuff, you don't get to that stuff. So all the people talking about this, every nigga tell you about the mystery system, they ain't never been able to tell you about the mystery system. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't know it. They're historians. And their history starts with Manetho, who lied to them and gave them another history. The real history goes back millions of years. Goes back millions of years. Take it or let it alone. But it's right in your scriptures. It's right all in even Kemet says it. Millions of years. Unspeakable millennia. They got phones this millions of years, so you know doggone well. You see. Now, the holographic universe. Once the third eye open on it, see, they say, well, you saying, brother, you saying it was over. We come back here and we say, no, that's the stuff that I've been telling you has been going on. It's just that what's happening is, it can't register in the physical because the physical don't exist. And the only reason why you ain't seen it is because your third eye ain't open, which is your first eye. Because that's the eye you used with when you was God's. You see what I'm saying? So what's going to happen, it's going to go like this. Boom. Ethan Cracker told me 2 weeks ago, about a month ago. The Cracker said, look, he said all the stuff in Revelation, he said we at the way at the end of that. He said what's happening is if the revelations would have happened 2,000 years ago, with the technology that we didn't have as far as the illusionary technology, he said you could see it because it would have been real. He said now the white boy is able to control what goes on in the world, because if it don't come on the news, you don't know what's going on the world. So how the hell you know what's going on? You see? And he only reports a little bit of that. You see? There's things that's going on miraculous proportions every hour, but he don't report it because the news is full of all kind of bull jive. You see what I'm saying? Who got killed across town? You see what I'm saying? And then they insult your intelligence by putting sports in the news.